can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach. Play that, just say that. I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a go, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick, and here we go from New Orleans. Hardy on the return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, yeah. Bro, coming slow 6 months on the
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. For the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Break the trumpet off, then break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch my...
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shot working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, the football's loose. And it looks like the Giants got to that one. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19, cut 19, cut 19.
Sending a receiver left. Darts coming out throwing. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks...
The lateral goes haywire. Fumble! And the Saints grab it! There he goes on the right side! The 30! He's at the 10! And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown! The Saints get a perfect start. They've got up 6-0. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone. Big one worked in unison to set up a massive scoop and score touchdown.
Xavier Gibson now to return. And he doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Tap 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Darts out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Darts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keith Warner has it. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Edwards getting it again here on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. Chuck now from the gun. His first throw is an interception. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Darts. Finding Johnson once more. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that the camera pro. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, here's Darts. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has a man on target to Johnson. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's his running back. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 2nd quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. On play action with Darts. Vacates quickly left side. And they will score! Touchdown, New York! The Giants parlay the interception into points. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it in practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield on their own side.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shuck's going to throw here. Chased out to his right. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. He's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
For another Saints.
Now Shuck to throw. It's a screen play to Edwards. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Go! Go! Check go!
Running behind center with Edwards. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Here we go! Here we go!
Throwing, shot. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints inside of field goal range.
A 39-yard attempt.
Groupie sends it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Dart setting in the throw here. That's completed right side. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. A gain of 27 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
The Giants first down.
1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going on first down. It starts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hyatt going in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
Giants 14, Saints 10. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Chuck working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play action. Chuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Now Chuck on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
Okay,
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Go! Hawk 7, Hawk, Bronco 80. 7 Hawk, 18,
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Finds a seam down the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
19, 18, 79 Bronco.
On first down, here's Dart. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Check out.
He's back to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, here's Dart. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Throwing on third. Here's Darts. That's brought in by Slayton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Dart now against the blitz. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants push their lead to 18.
Saints 10.
Gano ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Chuck now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 40-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Drops this one off to Edwards. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. 4th down. Here's Shuck. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shuck looking to pass here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
On first and 10, here's Dart. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. This is the end of the third quarter. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way, if they can keep this up, to closing this one out. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling on to this lead. You know, ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. They'll start the drive with Edwards. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's a screen play to Edwards. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third down, here's Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
And that putt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go. 18, come 19. Come Warriors, Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw, here starts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
7 Pirates.
Throwing on first down. It starts. to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. With the gun this time, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design. Tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Third down now. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose. Incomplete. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
A give to Edwards. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Go, Rick. Go.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped the right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Third down, 1 yard to go. Chop working from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Edwards on the carry. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 43. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Here we go. Check go.
On play action, here's Shot. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football.